Got the boxing genius in his house. He had a bash, a Halloween bash last night. A bunch of little kids, and he was dressed up like Mayweather himself.
Oh, yeah, I was dressed up, in a prisoner uniform.
He was gonna do a video, but no. Let's speak some boxing. Let's speak some boxing. Golden Boy had a good year this year. Showtime said they're up 30% by viewers in boxing. They're taking over because your boy Floyd Mayweather Jr. signed aboard Showtime. Other than that, numbers are retarded.
Right. I mean, if it wasn't for Floyd Mayweather Jr., Showtime was not going to be anything. You got Floyd Mayweather Jr. that went over. He went up to Showtime, obviously, to make Showtime what it is today in boxing.
But tell the boxing fans where you from.
I'm from Puerto Rico. Man, raised in New York. Actually out there in Brooklyn. Where the actual, some of the events you were talking to me about.
That's what I'm saying. December 7th. That's what I wanted. The Barclays Center. You know where the Barclays Center's at?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
The Barclays Center in Brooklyn. You got Zab Judah, the Battle of Brooklyn versus the Magic Man Paulie Malignaggi. Zab is 42-8. He just lost to Danny Garcia. He looked good towards the end. He gave Danny Garcia a run for his money. And then Paulie gave Adrian Broner a run for his money too, but lost his belt. What's your fight prediction on that?
Well, you got two Brooklyn bums, really. You got two Brooklyn bums, Paulie's over here commentating for Showtime,
He's a good commentator, man.
He's a pretty good commentator. That's about all he can do, because as far as boxing, he better get his ass to stay his ass in commentating. He could draw some crowds. That's why he's fighting out in Brooklyn in Barclay Class.
Just don't say anything about his side piece.
As far as, he all he can do is just run, he got a good style. He got a good style of boxing, he can run, he can jab, he can do many things, but again, he can't knock nobody out. And Zab Judah is the opposite. Zab Judah obviously is going to be a little older. But I would actually give that, that fight on UD to Zab. I think Zab should not have.
And what about Devon Alexander? His IBF champ. He's going against Shawn Porter, that's undefeated. Now Devon's 25-1. He was supposed to fight Amir Khan. Amir Khan said, "You know what? I'm not fighting anybody this year. I'm taking a year off." So they gave it in Ohio. They're in Akron, Ohio. He's gonna take on Shawn Porter. What's your predictions on that?
Well, Shawn Porter's undefeated. Shawn Porter, I've heard he's a pretty good fighter. I've seen him fight one time. He's undefeated. He's pretty good, but Devon Alexander is one of those welterweights that I said, at 147 that, he's good. He's good. He's an underrated, maybe he doesn't attract the crowd like a lot of people will say, Mayweather may say, but, he does. He's a good welterweight. He could be a good challenger.
Well, Mayweather was going to take on Devon, but, Mayweather ended up taking on Guerrero that time. And then, that fight fell through. But Erislandy Lara, 18-1, Cuban, Cubano, just beat Anguilla, barely beat Anguilla. I know you think Landy Lara beat up Anguilla, but Anguilla dropped him several times in that fight, and then they stopped the fight because of his eye. He's taking on Austin Trout, who's just coming off a loss against Canelo Alvarez. And the vacant WBF super welterweight titles on the line for that. That's going to be a hell of a fight. What's your prediction on that?
That's going to be a hell of a fight. I go back to Austin Trout. I myself was one of those guys who underestimated Austin Trout. Austin Trout is a damn good boxer. He's a good fighter. He has a lot of style, and he's pretty good.
He lost to the baddest dude in boxing.
Yeah, he lost to Canelo Alvarez. But again, there in that fight, he showed me that guy can box. He can box. He's speed. He's got hand speed. He got movement. He's good. He gave Canelo a good full run for his money. And I think that.
But everyone's saying that Lara's that guy that everyone ducks and dodge, and Lara's the best fighter. He can beat Mayweather. He can beat Canelo. He can beat everybody.
Lara's a guy that he beat Angulo. Angulo does not move. Angulo is like you fighting against a robot.
A mummy.
So, it's like, I'm watching The Walking Dead, in my house. Or The Land of the Dead. Come on, dude, you can't miss it. He was getting caught.
He was getting caught with them big shots.
That's about it, And the guy's a hell of a boxer, Lara's good. I'm not going to take nothing away from him, but I have a feeling that Austin Trout should grab him. Austin Trout should not have any problems
This is a big test for Lara. You know, Lara thinks he's you know, all the Cuban fans, obviously all the fans out there, majority of them Cuban, are saying that Lara is going to be that dude. But this is a true test for Lara now.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. You know, the true test for Trout too. You know, a lot of people, you know, you'd be surprised. You know, not for nothing. And I keep saying this.
But Trout's fought the best. Cotto, Canelo, that's it.
There's a couple of guys, again, that I repeat myself, and I'm not a Mayweather hater. I say to you people, Mayweather is the smartest guy in boxing. Okay, Mayweather's the smartest man in boxing today. Not only just business-wise, but boxing itself. Okay? Business-wise, he is not going to fight somebody that's going to blemish his record. He's not a fool.
He fought Canelo.
Oh, but Canelo was young, inexperienced, and he knew he could take Canelo and make him go into his own little world and trick. He had fights with Cotto. Cotto wasn't a threat like Canelo, but Cotto did not let Mayweather get into his head. Canelo listened to his corner and thought that, he was faster. He could train, he could do his speed, he could do this, he could do that at a catch rate of 152. Don't be a fool.
So you think Trout's going to beat Lara?
Trout's going to beat Lara. And I think that Trout there should prove to Mayweather himself. But again, let me go back. I'm not finished. Mayweather does not maybe want to fight that guy, Austin Trout, because again, I say to people, hey, I'm going to do this. I know boxing, okay? Mayweather avoids southpaws.
You think Cotto's going to fight Canelo now?
Cotto has no goddamn business fighting Canelo. A lot of people say, Cotto, he's back. Back from when?
They're talking about Cotto fighting Sergio Martinez.
Cotto? You must be out of your mind. Sergio Martinez killed him, man. Is he going crazy? Who the hell is telling Cotto that?
Well, you seen that last fight Cotto had?
That last fight is fighting with who? With damn mummy? The same type of mummy that Lara fought, Angulo. What are you talking to me about? You know, this Rodriguez guy, Devon, just moved a little faster. That's about it.
Cotto did what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. Imagine. You telling me that he wants to fight Sergio Martinez? He must be crazy. He must be crazy.
He's crazier. Who do you think is crazier? Cotto fighting Sergio Martinez or Kid Chocolate fighting Triple G?
I think it's about the same rate. I would rate them both the same way. I would say Kid Chocolate, this guy wants to go fight Triple G.
He's calling everybody out.
That guy's a fool. You know, that's another fool. Now how the hell you gonna go fight Triple G? Well, Triple G may be able to fight Sergio, but he ain't gonna. How you gonna go fight Triple G? Kid Chocolate. That's what the hell they gonna make you, man. A goddamn milk cream. What the hell? I mean, what are you, goddamn stupid or what? Yeah, man.
Now, quick question. Do you think what's this guy's name? Nonito Donaire is ducking and dodging Rigondeaux? Because he said, Nonito said Rigondeaux, he didn't want to do the rematch on that because Rigondeaux offered him the rematch. But Nonito said, you know, it was just a boring fight for the fans, and, you know, I think that fight will be too boring because Rigondeaux style.
Nonito better get his bullshit ass somewhere else, man. Don't give me that junk. And I said, you know, I like Nonito. He's a good boxer. But don't say that you're going to get a boring ass fight. Nonito. Hey, that should be a good fight. Everybody would like to see that rematch. You want to prove to the world that you can beat this guy. Well, you got a chance.
Well, Brandon Rios has been having the longest training camp with Alex Ariza. Do you think, you know, he's going to knock out Manny Pacquiao?
Hell no. That's another one. That's, you know what I mean? He's going to give a pretty good fight. But I don't
Brandon Rios said he'll do whatever. If Pacquiao wants to brawl, he'll brawl. If Pacquiao wants to box, he'll box.
Box what? What are you going to do? How the hell is he going to box? All he does is use cement, man, on his feet. You know?
What do you say to the fans that say you don't know shit about boxing?
I know, kiss my goddamn ass. They don't know shit. What the hell? I might be wrong about it, but when you want to break things down, I'll break it down to you. I'm not a fan, man. Like I said, I am not a damn fan. That's why you don't see me kissing Mayweather's ass. Okay? Like I said, don't get me wrong.
The other boxing channels say you don't know what you're talking about, man.
Oh yeah, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Anybody,
they play it safe. They play it safe.
Oh yeah,
they don't give a prediction.
Yeah, this is guys. I was gonna tell you about that. There's a channel, 10 players. They've never been wrong. How in the hell are you gonna be wrong if all you talk to me is about Mayweather? Now, what kind of a fool, stupid fool are you? Huh? And you people, Mayweather fans, what you found? Oh, we've never been wrong. Oh, why? What you been picking? What you been picking? Did you pick Mike Alvarado in the second fight over Brandon Rios? Hell no, because y'all didn't.
No, because they didn't make a prediction on that fight.
Of course they didn't. They only make predictions on Mayweather fights. How the hell is not gonna be wrong? Well, you must be fools. You know what I'm saying? There was one guy, he changed his name to the Boxing Wizard. Hey, he's good though. He apologized. Smart man. He's a good dude.
He's cool, man.
He's a cool dude.
Don't say nothing about the Boxing Wizard. He's cool, man. He's cool people.
Who?
He's cool.
The Boxing Wizard, yeah. Then you got a guy.
I think he's from Jersey.
Oh yeah.
He's from Jersey. So when Kenneth Let's Speak Boxing goes to the Barclays Center to go watch Zab Judah, I'll probably hit him up so we can get drunk.
You said, "Mom, we got something. There's no hard feelings with Genie. Genie just said what he had to say. I understood what he meant, by his point. But he's a good dude. But then you got another guy. I don't know what's his name. There was one guy that I was really, really rolling out. His name was God. I forgot his name. Cuss Life. Something on there. He said to us that, we don't know shit about boxing. We should just make our videos, party videos with drunk people and all that. But yet, his name relates to somebody being drunk and crazy. Dunk crazy, something like that. Now, what kind of bullshit name is that for a goddamn commentator?
What about the fans that think Marquez it was a robbery and beat Timothy
Brown? They're talking about another bunch of fools out there thinking that Marquez beat Bradley. Now, what goddamn fight are you people watching, man? Those are fans. Those are not people that analyze boxing the way I do. I might say on a prediction a wrong one, but guess what? I admit the fact and I see it the way it's called. Like I said to you guys before, I'm not a Mayweather hater, but damn, that damn CJ Ross bitch who gave a 114, a Canelo and Mayweather fight, that's a dumb bitch. Now how in the hell you gonna give something like that?
So who you think's gonna win the World Series?
The World Series gonna be Boston,
You think Boston's gonna win?
Of course, Boston's gonna win. You know what I mean? They're coming back. Boston always come back. St. Louis, they might, like last night, they were ahead. Everybody said it's over, win 4-2. These guys came back and they creeped up on you and tied up the game. And eventually by that abstract.
Well, stop talking baseball because they're gonna say that you don't know shit about baseball either.
They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Let me tell you something. This is also a baseball family. I was raised with 5 brothers in New York, and all we did was play baseball. Since the day we
Are you talking about Pony League baseball?
We're talking about since Little League. I didn't play Pony. That's how good I was. There was no such thing as Little League for me. Okay? I went as a 9 or 10-year-old and played Pony League with the big boys. I didn't want to play. My brother Jimmy was the same way. We played with the big boys. The big guys, like we said, the big guys.
What type of baseball did you guys play?
Oh, we played hardball. What type of baseball? You ain't play that slow pitch shit. Softball. There ain't no damn baseball. You need that for the girls, for the females. And the females nowadays, they play the windmill softball.
Well, Willie Randolph said you were a sorry-ass shortstop.
Willie Randolph, my boy. Willie and I grew up in the projects, in Tilden. Y'all know where Brownsville is. That's where we at. For the Tilden projects, the high rises, and we played a lot of ball together. Willie Randolph's a good friend of mine, my buddy, damn good guy, a hell of a second baseman.
So when are you going to be an agent and get Omir Santos the contract to the big leagues? Because Cleveland definitely don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Well, it's not Cleveland. We can't be blaming a ball club. I always say who represents is an agent. If you don't got an agent, you're a fool. It's like you're saying right now, in boxing. If you ain't got a good ass promoter, how you gonna promote fights if you ain't a good no goddamn promoter? And if you're not a good trainer, you can't train a boxer. That boxer will always be a bum. You know what I'm saying? The same thing works with a guy who plays not a superstar, because Santo is not a superstar. He's mediocre, better than a lot of catchers today in the big leagues. But again, there's no representation. If you don't got an agent that knows how to talk as much shit as I do, you ain't going nowhere.
Now Hopkins came out with victory. He won. But Clyde's gonna be happy because Tito Trinidad might get a rematch with Hopkins.
Tito Trinidad.
You don't think Tito Trinidad will beat Hopkins this time?
I mean, come on. You know, like I say to people, man. I keep saying this to people.
Don't say shit about Tito because Clyde will kick in that door.
You know
and he'll pop up.
It's like I say before. I am Puerto Rican. I'm a born Boricua. I love my island, Puerto Rico. But just because a Boricua is going to fight somebody doesn't mean that I'm going to go for them. No, I mean, I would love for them to win, yes. But honestly, if you asking me about putting my money down, if the Boricua was good, whatever, it's like Tito when he fought Hopkins. I knew he was going to get his ass whipped, and I told people.
He kept moving up in weight like a dumbass.
And people were talking to me, oh man, you're not Puerto Rican, man. How you going to go against your Puerto Rican? It's not the thing about me going about my Puerto Rican. What I'm saying is, he's a dumb Puerto Rican. How in the hell you going to go out there and get your ass executed? Okay? And then you go fight another dude, and that was a flunk. That's another guy. That's what screws for me that you don't know shit about boxing. You go and fight Winky Wright. Now, who the hell is Winky Wright? He just damn whip your ass too. So, I mean, come on, dude. You're telling me the same thing about Cotto fighting. People say, Cotto going to fight Sergio Martinez. Sergio. You're going to fight Sergio. You must be crazy. What, am I going to go for Cotto because he's Puerto Rican? Well, I would love for him to win.
That'll be a good fight.
He'll get his ass whooped.
That'll be a good fight.
The same thing with Canelo. If he go fight Canelo, he'll get his ass whooped. Okay, my fellow Puerto Rican brothers, hermanos, he will get his butt whooped.
Oh, so what do you say to all your fans?
Yeah, because so ladies and kids around the house, I won't be able to say them, but you know exactly what I mean to say. Okay? I'm not a goddamn fan. You know what? I am called the boxing genius.
Not the boxing wizard.
Not the boxing wizard. That's another guy, cool guy. He's called the boxing genius. Okay? You wizard, you create magic. I don't create magic. I talk what I know. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, good night. I'll see you around.